In this example, we have been asked to perform long division and to write the answer in the following form. First step here is to write my divisor on the outside of my division symbol. Remember that if you ever have any powers missing, you must put placeholders. So in the divisor, my highest power is x to the third, but I don't have an x squared term. So I would need to write 0x squared. I do have an x term, and I do have a constant term. Now, my f of x goes underneath the division symbol. It is only x to the fifth, which means it's missing a whole bunch of powers. So I need to go in and put placeholders for every x that's smaller than x to the fifth. And then when I get to the end and I get to my constant, simply put plus 0. From here, to perform the long division, I want to look at the first term here and the first term here. What would I multiply by x cubed to give me x to the fifth? Well, x to the third has 3 x's, x to the fifth has 5, so I would need 2 more. So x squared. Remember here that I then multiply this to the terms I have below in my divisor. So x squared times x cubed is x to the fifth. X squared times 0x squared is 0x to the fourth. X squared times x is 1x cubed. X squared times 1 is 1x squared. I'll draw a line and then change my signs on this second row. X to the fifth minus x to the fifth is 0. 0x to the fourth minus 0x to the fourth is also 0. 0x to the third minus 1x to the third is minus 1x to the third. 0x squared minus 1x squared is minus 1x squared. From here, I'm going to go back and kind of erase my scratch work from that first term in the quotient. Notice that my divisor has 4 terms in it. That means that the value that I'm trying to go into here must also have 4 terms. So that means I need to drop down the 0x as well as the 0. To perform the division on the next step, I'm going to look here and say what times x to the third would give me negative 1x to the third. The answer there would be negative 1. I've already got all the x's I need, but I would need to multiply the understood here, 1 here by negative 1 to get the negative 1 below. From here, distribute this down to these 4 terms. So negative 1 times 1x cubed is negative 1x cubed. Negative 1 times 0x squared is 0x squared. Negative 1 times x is negative 1x. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Draw a line, change the signs on this second row. Okay, negative 1x cubed plus 1x cubed cancels. Negative 1x squared minus 0x squared is negative 1x squared. 0x plus 1x is 1x. And then 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, I now have my quotient up top. So this is my q of x. This down here is my r of x. So now I need to write the answer in the proper form. It said that it wants the answer in this form. F of x is the function that I originally started with. D of x is the function that I divided by. Q of x is my quotient. And then r of x is my remainder. F of x was originally x to the fifth. D of x, now I don't have to write the placeholders in my divisor when I'm writing down my answer. D of x was x cubed plus x plus 1. So I can write just that without the placeholders that I used when I did my division. My quotient is x squared minus 1. And then my remainder, notice that the first sign on the remainder is a negative, so I could actually just write negative. I don't have to write the ones, so negative x squared plus x plus 1. And then this would be my answer.